Yes, Mamma Mia. Listen. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do we hear it? Everyone, me? I hope. hmm Yeah, two people. Identify yourself. Super cool. Yes, first time. First time. Live stream. A little bit nervous. Oh, yes, sir. I'm preparing. It's a lot of stuff. Hope I will do it well. Yeah, first time. First time live stream. Never make it before. Even I don't know how it is work, and I hope it will work and well. And anyway, I will record it that one and leave it for for you to see that later on. And I hope my microphone also working. Is it people hearing me? Are you hearing me? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. A few minutes we will wait. We will enjoy. Thank you. Good luck. Yeah, just be yourself. That's the only one option, Zecher. Thank you very much for supporting me. Yes, and few minutes more I will wait, and we will continue. And 1 minute, yeah, because very difficult subject. How is my microphone? Is it fine? I hope it's this one work, and you hearing me well. Thank you, Carola. Good evening. Good evening, people. Nice you take it a time, and I hope it is not late for you to watching that subject. Very painful subject for in dance sport. Everybody talk, knows, and discuss a lot about this one. So yeah, judging in dance sport. First of all, probably I need to say it. It is very subjective, and we all know that. What it is, how it is created, or the process on the competition. So first of all, adjudicators have an observation of couples, and after that, they recognize something. What they recognize is based on the experience, quality and quantity of information they possess, ability to create a complex picture. They evaluate this, and this no objective measures there, so they can't really measure it this. So it is subjective evaluation, right? And after this, objective judging criteria to minimize the influence of subjectivity. So let's say technical quality, dancing with the music, precision with the rhythmicality, and etc. And after that, it happens judgment. So that's the kind of process which is happens in the mind of adjudicators. And of course, this is depend or difference in assessment in adjudicator depend of level of their knowledge. So the knowledge of adjudicator is very crucial. Yeah, how much they know and how much they update themselves constantly, because dance institution doesn't stay. It's constantly also moves forward, and it is different criteria and etc. So it's depend of level of the experience, but all possible experience. Yeah, as a dancer, of course, if you was dance big competition and you reach final, semi-final, you know how it is difficult, how much you need to be prepared and concentrated, so you can appreciate certain things on the dance floor. Experience as a adjudicator, let's say you didn't judge a long time, and after that suddenly the organization put you to judge a crucial, important event, and of course, people in nervous. Ability to assess priorities, personality, visual perception, and concentration on that day. Even me, I experienced this. It's very much depend on your mood when you judge big competitions. If you're in good mood, you're quite positive and you are looking more positively the couples. But if you are in the bad mood, it can be tough for these couples. So this a difference in how it is happens in the mind. But first of all, I was wanted to talk with all of you, and if you would like to have, you can also write it some comments there or questions if you want. So adjudicator mistakes, and yeah, it is based on Matej Tušak, docent for sport psychology, faculty for sport, University of Ljubljana. He made this already a long time ago. And I mean, in the end of 90s, I already was have that kind of information about this. So just make it my screen more good. So he researched that information, and I remember this because when I was put in my exam as adjudicator, I was studying and we have lessons, lectures with him. So an estimation is based on a simple psychological truth that human being is able to give an objective and exact evaluation of certain subject. A lot of different opinions were given about the problems of objectivity and subjectivity of measurement, particularly in dancing, evaluation and estimation. We are all very sure that objective of estimation is quite hard to reach. The more, so the more the subject is generated and identified, harder the objective evaluation is. In such cases, the estimation is quite subjective. An estimation is always under the estimator attitude and attitudes influences. The most famous mistakes and errors of judgment and estimator error, and it is the names, of course: an easy estimation error, a central tendency error or average mistake, a halo effect error, a logical error, a contrast error, and closeness error. So now we will look a little bit what these mistakes are. And easy estimator. People are appearing to be easy or hard estimator, and easy estimation error include the tendency to estimate someone we know or we are interested in more than the others. So we would like to better mark them. This is error especially present when the estimator has a weak or even strong emotional relationship with the athlete or dancer. At least following situations are problematic. And we are witness a lot of situations like this. If an estimator is also a member of a certain dancing club or country, of course, or city, I guess, or group, like teams and etc. And when she estimate also those dancers from this team, club, country. If estimator are even parents of the competitor dancers, so okay, we don't have these cases anymore, that's prohibited. But anyway, often the parents can be in the panel on that competition or being there. For estimator, estimating dancers from his or her country, this error always appears when estimator knows a dancer or dancing couple, or is their supporter and wish them to win. So in this case, the adjudicator really not neutral. So he not provide a marks what they actually dance this couple. Such estimation is unconscious and estimator are unaware of that. But sometimes they are aware of those problems, might appear, and they want to control this. Not often in our case, I guess. They become too hard at estimator. I have that example. I will give it maybe a bit later. For instance, the estimator has harder demands for his or her son or for the world champion. This error also make a big mistake in the process of estimation and on the reliability of the estimation. So I have in the how to say it, personally, me probably I always expect from the, let's say, a finalist of the world championships to be precise in technical skills. And of course, this expectation probably already influenced it on my marks. And of course, it is probably not really a clear neutral opinion. So that's what happens in simple error. Yeah. So a central tendency error or an average mistake. The issue of this error is that an estimator tries to avoid extreme estimation. On that way, the dancer is estimated to the average and middle. Such estimation is often observed when the competing dancers are new and we do not have any information about them. So if you do not know the dancer at all, or you don't have enough information about him or her, this error is very possible. An estimator in such cases forgets in certain way the real quality of the performance and tries not to do a big mistake by giving him or her an average estimation, even when the performance is good. So it can happen when you travel for a particular country far away. And we don't know all couples there. Often, let's say, I also used to travel to some Asian countries and see great dancers, and it is probably for some adjudicators can be difficult to provide a clear opinion, in sense of afraid to make it kind of mistakes. So So was there even discussion to not count the marks grades or adjudicator given to couple from the same country as the adjudicator? Central estimation error might lead to having the same results ranking in the competition to the year. Yes, these central mistakes generally in the IGS system, people was using to give the same marks. Let's say the skating system not allowed you to put it the same, or you were limited for the crosses. But in IGS, the previous system, in the final, people was often put it, let's say 9.5, 9.5 to 2-3 couples. And after that, this what it did, afraidness to see somehow deeper, or they really maybe see what it is, these couples are equal, but somehow him or her exclude in this case from judgment. So the next one, a halo effect error. It has already been discussed in 1907. The meaning of this error is the tendency that all characteristics of a dancer is estimated according to some personal impression or mental about him, her, or mental attitude or anything similar to the dancer. Previous experience with the dancer or the dancer's previous performances can affect estimator present estimation. Such error can be recognized in similarity of the estimation among of different parts of the performance estimations. A halo effect is often present in evaluation of non-adequate defined characteristics or subject of estimation or rarely maintained characteristic, moral characteristics such as honesty, being good, and etc. And especially in the characteristics of interaction between competitors, dancing couples. This last situation is very common in dance. So when the estimators are looking for compatibility between dancers and their cohesion, communication, and relationship, we should be really careful in estimation. There is a big chance that the estimation and influenced by this error, we estimate incorrectly the couple according to their previous performances and not according to the actual performance. This is the estimator's consistent error. If someone is a good competitor, it means he competes well also today. So he has to be estimated well and opposite. So I think this is quite common mistake in our case. We see often the adjudicator or different panels. It's not one. It's we have a lot of WDSF adjudicators and all around the world adjudicators, and often we keep the position of couples same, but it's obviously they are actually not perform same way, let's say like half a year ago or last competition. I saw many times, not many times, at one case which I need to say it, it happens on one big event, and it was couples which was finalist and they was really good prepared. After the first dance, they see they are on the same position like they used to be for the last few years. So no one actually was not recognized they was really good prepared for that comp and particular for that final. And you saw on their faces how they changed when they saw the marks, and it was feels they drop energy, they drop emotionally, this couple, energetically, I mean technically of course they stayed the same, but the performance was already not so good in the next dance. And again, the adjudicator didn't recognize this, and they not mark them like more worth to punish it that. They was keeping them on the same position. So it was happens like they was before on that position, no matter how they good prepare it or not prepare it on this competition, they will be on the same position. I think it is so unfair to the dancers who actually work a lot on their bodies, on their emotions, and they prepare it so good to the competitions. And they have their rises during the year. So some competition they are really good prepared, some competition they are not. But unfortunately, many times we as adjudicators not really recognize it. We also, let's say, many times I was witness many times, and I fight to myself as adjudicator when I see a top couples being invited somewhere on some competition. Organizer paid them, they stay after the competition there to teach younger dancers and etc. So they are actually the stars there, and after that they come into competition, is no one can beat them by image, and this couple, let's say, afford them just to walk. They are not really, like you said, compete there. And is it any of adjudicator recognize this? Unfortunately, I think we're so afraid to say it, look, this is not really right what you're doing right now. So because worry of our image or what the other people says and etc. So actually we not really provide a neutral an opinion on based on they dance that day. Somehow like this. I don't know, am I right or not? But that's what is my thinking about this. A logical error. So a logical error, an estimator gives similar estimations for those characteristics which he thinks they are connected in some way. That's I often hear it from an adjudicator core. For example, if we think that exactness and coordination are related, or let's say technique and partnering skills are related, then the dancer's exactness in the movement and his/her coordination will be estimated similarly. So we often see what is couple get the same mark and technical quality, movement to the music, partner skills, and choreography and presentation. So I guess it is not really right. I saw many times when the dancers has, let's say, unbelievable, complicated, so good choreography, and somehow adjudicators not really recognize this difficulties, and they put them lower mark than, let's say, to other couple which is competed, and make it a simple choreography based on a lot of simple actions. But somehow that's what is happens. So no matter how for example, if think that no matter how each of the real component of the performance were executed. So here we talk about consistency inside the characteristics. The role of the dancer is he an important. This error may appear while the estimating any dancer. We can avoid these errors by giving a warning to estimators that estimation must be done on the basis of concrete observed characteristics and not on the basis of abstract characteristics, such as warning must be said repeatedly so estimators are really aware of this. That's why probably our chairpersons constantly repeating us, don't do mistakes, look what they dance, and etc. So I know with our head it is connected to all these informations, and we also know to working with the couples when you are improve one thing and it is pull it and make it better other stuff. But when we evaluate the couple, when we give them the marks, I think we need to be more aware to exact evaluate a particular qualities, and not trying to connect them all between. I know it is a lot of my colleagues will fight to me because of this, but that's what is my thinking. Contrast error. This error appears when an estimator estimate the dancer characteristic, performance, abilities, skills, and etc. Contrary to his/her own characteristic. If an estimator thinks he is a good in compatibility between the couple, so in partner skill, all other competitors are bad in this, optically often error when estimator is still a kind of competitor. It used to be a long time ago when the professional couples was can judge. So kind of competitor or coach, and when any kind of relationship is a present, some estimator may estimate bad just one or some dancer he or she is, but to others the right estimator are done. Beside this classic error, also the opposite error appears. An estimator thinks that everyone is similar to him or her, so he estimate them similar that who would estimate himself. This contrast error very often appears to less emotional, stable estimator who mix their work with the feelings and emotions. So somehow like this, closeness error is made because of the mixing problem of the estimating characteristic of competitors of performance characteristics that are closer together and estimating are estimate more similar than those which are far apart. If we estimate more characteristic or components of performance, those which are put together will be more similar than those which are far apart. um, or in our mind-wide estimating. The problem comes to estimator mind and create a mixed subjective evaluation which affect final estimation. Such error can be controlled by suggesting to concentrate it on estimation of specific component. The source of errors are next the variability among estimators, the error of interaction between estimator and dancer, the error of relation between estimator and estimating characteristic of dancer, the error of interaction between estimating components of characteristic, suggestion for improvements of estimation. All those errors warn us that big correlation among the components of performance still does not mean the actual correlation, because the result and estimation is not absolutely objective. Avoiding errors can be reached by some important steps: training of estimators, strong defining of subjecting of estimation, not knowing the answers, which is almost impossible, or at least avoiding settlement of estimator who have any possible strong relationship to any dancer for a competition, a rising upper and bottom estimator, standing instructions before estimating and warning according to objective of estimating before any estimation, controlling estimators estimations by correlation and comparison to other estimations, and warning estimators who make mistake, education of estimators. So WDSF make it quite a lot in this sense. So try to organize. People complain about the congresses, but it's still, I think, good to have. Let's say one of the possibility to improve it is to practice judging. We can take it and look the dancing, trying to analyze. It is a lot of on YouTube now videos, and I think we all can try, let's say, to judge this, and after that compare our marks with actually what it is already in on the panel. So it is somehow like this. To be a neutral in as adjudicators, it's really a difficult job. It's really a difficult job in our little bubble of dance sport. If we would like to grow, if we would like to reach more people and pull it in and show it the beauty of the dance, I guess we must to provide to our dancers better marks. I mean, more neutral, and where in which they will be believed. That's what is very important. What is dancers will believe in an adjudicator marks. So, any questions? I'm willing to talk with you. So, hi, Dushan. Yes, it's absolutely great topic. I know it. Um, you mean 1 point differences when the certain adjudicator created 1 point differences. It's by system already regulated because it's created by tolerance, and I think on such important competition as a Grand Slam and World Open or World Championships, it is 1 point from mediana, but it is a new system comes out where the adjudicator will count it as it's provided. It is kind of, as I understand, a fusion of the skating system. People always was repeated, the skating is very good. So it is with the scores. So in the final, adjudicator can't put any more same points, and it is bigger range. So it is this dead sense of 9.1, 9.2, and etc. So till 9.9. And what it is, I think, important in that system also, what it is will be by your scale now. So if your mark, let's say 8.5, are the highest, it will be first place anyway. And if you're the lowest mark 6 point, it will be a sixth place. So as I understand now, every adjudicator can provide their own scale. Yes, and I think it will be reduced somehow, the manipulation in the adjudicator core. And even in skating system before, it was happens anyway. Someone put it first place and some adjudicator put it sixth place, and the majority, so it is, let's say, 13 judges, and the majority created here the marks, the place for that couple. So I think it is 1 point difference will not influence it anymore so much on the mark and on the position of the couple. So people, thank you for your attention. If you have a question, I'm willing to answer. Adjudicating, it is really important. They are the guiders of dance world. They provide the feedback to the dancers what they do good something or bad, and of course the dancing itself very subjective. I hope to the education and awareness what we can make it also certain mistakes. We can give more neutral and more clear marks and feedback to the dancers. My common mistake, I think, I'm working on it. I need to say it, but this is definitely this harder look to the couples. So let's say more higher couples going up, I more put it request to them than, let's say, in quarterfinal or the pre-rounds. So one way I'm thinking this is fine, because the, let's say, top couples should provide a good quality technical partnering skill, because they are example. But on another way, it is created that's neutrality. So let's say I can punish because it is not really good footwork on jive, and it is little detail how much it is influenced on the whole performance of the couple, questionable. So I'm aware of that mistake, and that's what I'm trying to work it out. Thank you, Carola, to being with me. Anyway, this live stream will be recorded, and I will definitely leave it on YouTube, so anyone can watch this. Did some dancers contact me about my scoring? Yeah, I have a lot of examples like this, and honestly, I'm proud of this stuff, because let's say I have an example. It was two top couples dancing, and in one of the top couples in solo dance didn't provide any dance step. So the boy was putting the girl in the middle of the floor, walking casually around her, one side, another side, just looking. She didn't make any steps. She was like lightly moving on the spot, so like sitting. And after 1 minute, the dance was finished, and we was needed to mark. So I put it to this couple the worst mark possible. So I put it as sixth place, fifth place actually, fifth place, because the sixth couple I didn't mark at all to the final. And after that I come to them and said, like, guys, your rumba is not really good at all. And they saw my marks. They was upset with them with these marks, particularly this couple I was teaching, and time to time. And they was working strongly after this on the rumba. They changed choreography. They improve a lot. And after that, because of rumba, they was really rise it and increase it and become a top couple and become the world champions. So I think, many times happens to me when the couples come in and asking, so what I saw and why it is like this. That's what I think it is very important for adjudicator, always have an explanation what they provide, why they saw this. And I think in the past it was a try to have that feedback from adjudicators after the competition straight away, why they marking like this, what they saw, and etc. I think this was correct move, and we need to have that kind of a brainstorming between adjudicators to share the opinions, to share the visions, and to understand what other people actually also see on the dance couples. So thank you very much. Thank you, and good night, everyone. Thank you, you've been with me. So see you on the podcasts and see you on the dance analyzation. Have a nice night and enjoy your dreams. Good night.